Hello Libra, this is EJ with your reading for March of 2025, and we start out with the Knight of Wands, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This is about being energized and moving forward with ideas, things really moving very quickly for you. It also could be that you're moving house. It could be that, there's just some exciting things happening here. Again, you're just feeling very adventurous, maybe changing jobs. There's communication here, maybe starting your own business, and all of a sudden it takes off for you. So there's a lot of good things here. Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Again, just really strong, confident energy here where you're getting things done. There could be somebody with a lighter colored hair. And I really feel like for you, I feel like you're stepping into your power. You're feeling inspired. You're being confident that, you're taking control. You're taking the lead. And I see that some of you are feeling really creative here. Okay, see you very independent, very creative, very strong energy here as you move forward and getting those things done. So I see that as you move forward with things and you're feeling excited about where it is that you're headed, you're getting those things done to get to that point. All right, Spirit, what else for Libra? Zodiac sign of Libra. What do they need to know? March of 2025, please. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you definitely are looking for something better. You're in the pursuit of something different, something better, right? With that Eight of Cups. Because that Eight of Cups is like, I deserve something better. I want something better. How do I make that happen, right? So this is you getting those things done and moving towards something new, something better, somewhere better, okay? Pursuing a different path and a new path, pursuing a new career or relationship here, okay? What else for Libra, please? What else does Libra need to know March of 2025? Zodiac sign of Libra. What do they need to know? March of 2025, please. Zodiac sign of Libra. We have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Now, with this Page of Pentacles, I feel like there is some communication coming in. There's some good news coming in, and it could be a little overwhelming, but it does bring you some good change. It does bring you solid changes, a solid new beginning, and I do see that there, financially, it looks good. So maybe there's a change in a job opportunity, or maybe you're building a business, but there is good news when it comes to money. And I do feel like there, or a new job opportunity, as I mentioned, but I do see things changing for you in a good way. And I feel like that's going to allow you, if this is a job opportunity, this could allow you to relocate somewhere. So there could be a move, but definitely moving towards something better and different. There's a change of scenery for sure. All right, Spirit, what else for Libra? Okay, so we have the Lover's card, Gemini. So you're going to be faced with decisions, and you're going to have to make a decision, or you have some choices that need to be made here. I do feel like with this that you're going to make a decision that ends something and that moves you forward with something else. I'm going to put my sweater on really quick here, Libra, if you don't mind. I am a little cold. Give me just a second. Okay. Ooh. All right. So yeah, I see you making decisions and just making really good decisions as you move forward. But I feel like you're just excited about it. All right. What else, Spirit, for Libra? What else does Libra need to know? Zodiac sign of Libra. What do they need to know, please? March of 2025. Okay. I like it. Ten of Cups, you're going to move towards a time of extreme happiness. The Ten of Cups is also you moving towards a place that you felt like home, or it could be where you used to live. It could be where you grew up, but nonetheless, I see you around family, and I feel like you're going to be really happy towards where it is that you're headed here. Because again, you're headed towards somewhere different. And there's a lot of greenery around. So I see that, with this, you're going to be very happy, okay? You're celebrating. There's dancing here. There's smiles. What else, Spirit, for Libra? What else for Libra, please? What else for Libra? What does Libra need to know? March of 2025, please. Okay. So we have the Tower in reverse. Now, the Tower in reverse talks about you might be resisting this change, okay? This change might come in, but for some reason you're resisting it. Maybe because you are in, being comfortable where you're at, but you need to move away from that, okay? And I feel like you're trying to avoid this change, even though it's something that is going to bring extreme happiness, and it's going to bring you a feeling. It's a positive change, okay? And I do feel like you definitely need to get out of your comfort zone to start this positive change, to move towards something better. But I do see you kind of resisting this change here, okay? What else, please? And maybe it has to do with a relationship or partnership here. What else, Spirit, for Libra? March of 2025. What else for Libra, please? I feel nervous energy here. Maybe you're scared, you're nervous about this change, about this move of some sort, so that's why you're resisting it. But at the end, I see you really happy about it. But I get a nervous energy here. Now we do have the Death card, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and that is going to be a change. It's a sudden change and transformation. So we need to let go. We need to let go of those things that are holding you back. This change brings a huge blessing, and it isn't in disguise because it's not something that you were thinking about, right? It's not something that you thought would happen, and that could be the very thing why you're resisting, or you could just be very comfortable where you're at, right? And that happens even though that environment or situation isn't ideal for you. I feel that you could be resisting it because, again, just that being comfortable there. But Ace of Wands here, I do see you moving towards it, even though, again, I see that nervous, I feel the nervous energy here, but I feel like you're definitely going to take action towards this, right? So a new beginning, a new business, a new career. This is the time for something new and different for you, though. I mean, because I feel like you're desiring this, and again, when it actually happens, that nervousness is there. What if this? What if that? Let's not overthink it, and let's just move towards something good. There's a lot of good news coming in for you, and this is a good change for you. But I feel like you're resisting it for some reason. But let's get some clarifiers. All right, Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels, let's clarify this reading for the zodiac sign of Libra, March of 2025. I can't believe we're going into March already. Libra, March of 2025, please. Libra, March of 2025. Libra. Let me do a quick shuffle because these cards just flew out of my hand, like a lot of them. Clarify this reading for Libra. Yeah, I feel resistance here. I do feel nervousness. I feel like maybe you are, scared. And that's okay. But know that this change is something good. Let's clarify this Tower. What is this Tower about for Libra? What is she resisting? He resisting this change for the Tower in reverse. What is this about, please? Tower in reverse. What is this Tower in reverse about for Libra? Tower in reverse for Libra, please. What is this about? Oh. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. And that's interesting because, and I say it's interesting because the Ace of Pentacles is a new financial offer that you could be resisting for some reason. But it's a good change, you guys. It's a change that's going to allow you to move towards something good, towards a time of just really having a growth, right? Growth, new opportunities, stability, being very comfortable. And I feel that, change is different. It's definitely scary, but it's good. yeah, Ten of Swords. We feel like, I don't know, right? Ten of Swords is like, I don't know. You know, I'm not sure about this. It's feeling like, I don't know. You feel like, yeah, okay, here we are. Yeah, uncertainties. Five of Swords, because the Five of Swords, I'm not sure. I don't know. You could be self-sabotaging yourself with the Ten of Swords, okay? And then the Five of Swords is like really, you know, it's a thought of this dramatic change, right? And changing your environment, and you're like, oh no, you know, you feel like you don't have control of the situation, because I feel like it's happening very fast for you and unexpected. But expected at the same time. I hope that makes sense. But Spirit is telling me that this is something that you wanted. You wanted this change, and now the change is happening. And now you're just like, there's uncertainty, right? There's nervousness. There's, of course, it's change. It's always going to be that way when there's change. But this is a big change. And you're just like, I don't know. I'm comfortable here. What about this? What about that? What about... So you start to like self-sabotage change, and you resist it because you don't think that it can work out. But then you have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords lets me know that you finally get clarity, right? You're like, okay, I see now. I see, you know, you clear out the doubt, you clear out the fear, and then you're like, let me just move towards this, right? Because it looks like it's, you know, logic comes in, and it controls the emotions, and the result of that, you know, there's a lot of positive changes and a positive outcome here. There's a lot of good conversation happening, and I feel like that conversation is allowing you to see things in a new way. So there is a new way of life for you that is coming up, but I feel like you definitely need to clear out the doubt and the fear that's coming here, that's causing the resistance. So yeah, a new way of life is amazing. And I feel like, yeah, there's just definitely fear and resistance here. Just a lot of doubt because you're not sure, right? And understandable with this change that's coming in, but it looks good. It looks really good here, and it's definitely moving you towards better times. It's moving you towards a time that's going to bring progress, where you're going to be very happy and possibly be around family, okay? All right, let's talk about the Lover's card. Let's talk about the Lover's card for Libra. Whoa, what is this about? The Lover's card. Okay, here we go. We have Temperance. So it could be a temperance person. It could be a Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. But definitely lets me know that you're going to make decisions. You're going to be very logical and practical about your decisions, and you're going, you know, things are going to balance out, right? So I feel like you're going to find that ground level, right? And Libras are, you know, you're the scale, you balance things out. So I see things that are going to balance out for you, and I do see that you're going to move towards happy endings, right? So happy endings, new beginnings, exciting things, laughter and joy. So we see that, you know, with the Lover's card, you're making decisions that are going to move you towards happy, you know, happy endings, new beginnings, and things are starting to balance out for you. And then the result of that, there's a lot of growth here. Let's talk about the Death card. What is this Death card all about, please, for Libra? This Death card, what is this about for Libra? What is this Death card about for Libra? Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is definitely having that having like that determination. I don't really want to say determination, but I feel like maybe motivation. Having that motivation to move towards this new opportunities that are coming your way, that are really going to enhance your life in such a big way. New career opportunity, new experiences, creative success. I see a lot of creative success that's coming in, that's going to bring, you know, it's changing your life. It's a new way of life for you, you guys. It's a new way of life for you. Yes, look at that, the Tower. and we're clarifying the Death card. So we have the Three of Wands, which in this deck is all about new opportunities that really change your life in a big way, and new experiences and all of the things, right? And then we have the Tower, and the Tower is really positive, right? Especially with all the surrounding cards around you. And I feel like with the Tower, it's sudden, right? It's a change that brings a new beginning. It's a drastic change, but it gives you a new outlook in life. It's an unexpected change, whether in your career or your home, your environment, but it leads you to new ventures and new environments and things changing in a big way that allows you to really elevate yourself, right? Elevate your situation, your life, everything, where you're very happy here, you're very confident, and you're moving towards that. So yeah, we do start out with a change, but things start to balance out. You start to move forward with things, and things are looking good. Now here with that Queen of Wands, that you're very focused in getting those things done, that's gonna move you in that direction. But yeah, you do resist it, so you're kind of back and forth. It's like that tug of war, right? So you're playing tug of war, but then finally you cut that cord and you're just like, yep, let me just do this. Because at the end result, you're going to be extremely happy, especially with this Tower in this new direction, with these new opportunities in this new environment. Okay, so I hope that this resonated with you in some kind of way, or gives you clarity. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, comment below, and until the next one.